First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. We got an array of content that's coming out that you will be thoroughly entertained by. As you can see by the content that's previously been released, you're entertained by. It's only gonna get better. I'm telling you, there is only up to go. And we want to thank y'all for rocking with us, man, and listening to the awareness that we're bringing about prison life. So go to where again, bro?
Go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
YouTube at Tales from the Jails, and please become a member.
Clothing, cars, whatever you're selling, you have a great idea. You want to put it on our platform. Contact TBISC. Call us now, 267-982-0342. TBISC, the best in sports entertainment. Hey, listen, I know you hear all this stuff about home care. Home care is dying, or home care is no longer what it was years ago, but it's coming back around. Don't forget, I'm telling you first, contact TNS Licensing and Consulting. Start your home care agency today. Right now, for just $999, you can start the process to get your home care agency up and running. That's $999. Contact TNS Licensing and Consulting to get you your LLC, your EIN, everything going in home care. Because the MCOs are coming back around. You don't want to miss out. Next year is going to be a big year for home care. Call now, 267-534-5053. That's 267-534-5053. Don't wait. I know you see this commercial. Call now. TNS Licensing and Consulting. They will start the process to get your home care agency off the ground. That's 267-534-5053 for only $999. Get the process started today. TNS Licensing and Consulting. 267-534-5053. TNS Licensing and Consulting. Call now. Get your home care agency started for only $999 right now. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. Everyone knows that jail is a serious matter. Us here at Tales from the Jails, we are offering something special to anyone who is currently in prison, on their way to prison, and actually those who are returning from prison. We're offering consultation to anyone who's threatened with prison, in prison, and like I said, and who are coming home from prison. We have Zoom consultations to help you with your prison bid. For those who are going to prison, don't know about prison, don't know what to expect, don't know if it's going to be, all these horror stories you hear, all these things. We tell you what exactly to expect. We give you consultation on how to deal with these difficulties of prison. It could be through Zoom. It can be in person, where we talk to you in person. We do intense prison preparation. We also offer business management for those who are incarcerated. We also do post-prison consultations. So if you're ever looking for consultation, you want to know what's going on, want to be prepared to go in, like you want to be prepared to come home, contact Tales from the Jail. That's talesfromthejail.com. Talesfromthejail.com. You see it right here. Talesfromthejail.com. Reach out to us today. What's up, everybody? And welcome everybody to Tales from the Jails live. We're here live in Partners USA TNS Media Group with the team and the family. We sitting here. I got my counterpart, Angry Man, Mr. Brahim Jackson.
Not today.
Mr. You trying that again? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It ain't gonna work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You up there? You hanging with Bob? You know what I mean? It ain't gonna work. You know now.
Yeah, just leave it. Let's talk.
Let's leave it alone. Okay, leave that alone. But what I say to people is just forget about the haters. People are gonna hate, let them hate, and we're gonna continue to do what we're doing. Looking for a positive outcome, not looking to show off or looking to rub anything in anyone's faces. But the people hate what they don't understand, fear what they can't conquer, and division is always people's number one motive in life. So whenever you got something going good with your partner, your family, your friends, people around you, just be mindful that everybody isn't always happy for your success, and sometimes if people can't get things from you that you're not giving, or they feel like you're not giving enough, or provide enough opportunities for people would try to deter those from people from being around you by saying certain things like this person don't care about this person don't care about this person don't care about that. So just be very, very careful in people that you hang around, and ultimately, because a lot of times people that you hang around can lead to you going to prison for a very long time. But what's up with you? How was your weekend, man? How was everything with you, man?
Oh man, I had a good weekend, man. Besides the fact that the Eagles lost, somebody's just, but we ain't play no starters or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody just mentioned in the comments, Black probably burnt this jersey. Nah, I ain't did that yet, not yet. I ain't come to that conclusion yet. Being as though that I know that we ain't play no starters or nothing like that. All right, let's get to it. It's business time. Now it's time to go ahead and let's get to it. It's one and done now. You don't get no game 5 and game 4. No, straight to the door. That's it.
Straight to the door.
But other than that, man, I had a pretty good weekend with the family, man. No jail, no arrest, no police contact.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing about a whole lot of stuff out here, like as far as dudes is, they
Breaking
standing
law.
on business.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad you moved the extra seat over, man. It was a little bit of friction coming in, when we came in here earlier today.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool.
I might, if I was sitting, you was right there, you might have been a little altercation.
Nah, you ain't gonna see this coming. When that lock and sock and that knife come, half the time you don't know it's coming.
Yeah.
So you got to react after it's done, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if your reaction is gonna be. It might be like, oh my God, I ain't deserve.
So you got
this.
lock and sock on you?
No, I haven't got that. I haven't got that.
You got a whack
knife
on you?
Yeah.
So it would have been all hand-to-hand combat. That's all it would have been. Straight hand-to-hand
elbow. No, it ain't just hand-to-hand. It's elbows, feet, mouth.
Little mic standing across the top of your
all
head.
that chair, couch, everything is, fair game, man.
Yeah.
Everything.
But what's up, everybody, man? I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in to Tales from the Jails, man. We really appreciate the support we've been getting. And have y'all been able to check out the clips of the Crazy Clips episodes? They will be dropping every weekend, every Saturday and Sunday, Crazy Clips. And if y'all got any clips y'all want to send to us, y'all can email them to us, or y'all can hit us up on Instagram and send them to us, and we'll comment about the Crazy Clips. But look, I want to ask you a question, man. Jail is always the topic of our discussion, or things that lead you to go to prison. As people in prison. I was just mentioned to me about how in the county, right? The phones in the county, right? They are guarded by certain individuals who have been there, over the time, or certain gangs, or certain parts of the city. They keep the phones from away from the young boys.
I ain't gonna say they keep the phones away from the young boys. Like, everybody is allowed to use the phone, but there's certain sections, especially now in the county, that has the phones.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ain't from North, you ain't getting on that phone. If you ain't from West, you ain't getting on that phone. Everybody got like their own geographical phone there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like not keeping it. It's segregating it to a certain part of the city.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Speaking of phone, speaking of phone, you had a real interesting phone call with somebody the other day. Called in, talked to you, man. FaceTime call, you know what I mean? You had a real good conversation with somebody about, what was that?
Oh, yeah. Queso dad, man. I had a very good phone conversation. Queso dad called in, man, and I was so shocked, right, that he called, and I'm like, well, who is this right here saying that you from Tales from the Jails?
No, he wasn't saying from Tales from Jails. He was saying he's from
No. He asked me if this is such and such from Tales from the Jails.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, who is this? He like, well, it's Queso dad. I'm like, I'm looking at the text. Queso dad. You know me, my blood get fired up. You know what I mean? And he like FaceTime me. FaceTime, and lo and behold, it's Queso dad.
Mm.
And you know, he was putting his part out there, man, about, you know, we got a lot of little clippage of that conversation, man, that we
Dropping real soon.
Yeah, that we're gonna release to you, man. And I'm not saying I agree with him, but I understand. Let me say that again. I'm not saying I agree with him in no form, shape, or fashion, but I understand because the grown man that I am today. Now, when you hear this conversation, you gotta listen to it on a grown man, you know, citizen, not even citizen, but you can think about it if you're a street nigga. Just listen to the conversation and you judge. And I'm not saying it's right for what he did, but it's a whole lot of ramifications inside that conversation, man. And if everything is true, then you will be, you know, ultimately, after you hear it, you ultimately be the judge of if Queso was right or not. I mean, excuse me, Queso's father. What is he said his name was? I forgot what it was, but I'm gonna get it correct for you guys and for him.
Was it Hakeem?
I forgot. But you know, we had a very good conversation, man. We came to an understanding. Not to say that I agree what he did, because I don't. I don't agree with it. And how I be on this show, it was how I was on the phone with him. And you be the judge of that when you hear the video playing. It's about 20 to 25 minutes of actual video recording that we had got from this. And we're looking to bring him up on the show.
Yes, he will be coming up on the show very soon.
Yes.
Very soon. We will have a real good conversation with him about the situation and what was transpired, because there's a lot of different moving parts that he mentioned that you guys are here when we release the actual audio from the actual phone call, which would be a brief snippet into what's going on. And also, we got some good content coming from AR Ab. AR Ab, you know, had a few extensive conversations with us as well. We're gonna be releasing that real soon as well. So, you know, we just come with the array of content for y'all, man. You know, so we'll continue to keep pushing the envelope. But once again, we can't do it without y'all.
Let me respond back real fast to Big Leaf So Faith, if I'm saying that right. But you asked the question and said, did you keep that energy, is all I want to know. This energy don't change, man. This is not made up energy. This is not portrayed. This is not a front. This is just the real me, man. I don't get up here and try to make you guys laugh at certain things I want. You know, stuff sounds funny, it sounds funny. But I probably was even more adamant. But, you know, I toned it down because of, like, for real, I'm not really trying to fight that, man. You know, if we was to get up here and get to arguing, okay, no, I'm not scared. We on man shit right now.
I'm asking you a question. It's a question.
It's not nothing to do with being scared. We run a podcast. We not up here fighting people.
Okay.
We not up here. Only people I'm fighting is people that told on me and my case, and I don't even want to do that no more. Mm-hmm. That's over with. I'm letting it go. Like, you ain't supposed to be out there bashing people because that's what he chose to do. He got to live with that. So we had a very good conversation, but you bet your fucking bottom dollar that I was on his line. And you will hear and you will see when he's up here on this show. You know what I'm saying? And then you be the judge and let me know of if I carried it the same way. And then I don't even want this even to come up again if I'm carrying something in a certain way, because it's just me.
So, since speaking about Queso dad and the situation that transpired with him, you know, and you said you were standing on business with him. I heard the conversation.
Well, you was right there.
I was there. I was on the FaceTime with y'all.
Yeah.
You know, based off what he was saying, do you think that his son was wrong in any way?
He young, man. Young people make a lot of mistakes, man. Like I told him, at the end of the day, like I said, you know, it probably was things, or he probably did things that, you know, he could have, you know, whatever. Y'all gonna hear the whole story. But like I told him at the end of the day, because he tried to make it like he didn't know why he was coming again. He knew he was picking up his sons and was taking them to a location, and that was it. He didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And like I said, we got the audio. We're gonna let you guys listen to it, and we're gonna get him on the show to explain his side. And you know me, I don't tolerate rats because I got ratted on and this and that. But you know that's jail. You have that in jail. That's why we're bringing it on the show, because I want to show you all aspects: the straight stand up man, the rat, the homosexual, the child molester. All this is part of Tales from the Jails. And Queso was a kid, man. And I asked him, I said, yo, man, all right, at the end of it all, once you found out, that's your son. And I ain't even going to get into what he said to me back because I don't want to let it out the bag. I want y'all to hear it, you know. And he had a gripe. He had a gripe. I'm not gonna say it's a legitimate gripe, but he had a gripe. So, it is what it is, man. We get people up here, man, to tell you all this, man. This right here is awareness of if you have to go to jail and you break a law and there's more than one of y'all, things that can happen, man. Whether it's your father, whether it's your friend, your brother, your baby mother, your son, your daughter. This shit get tricky, man. This shit get tricky, so I advise y'all to stay free. That's it.
Yeah. In my opinion.
What?
No, I was just laughing at something, man. Yo,
What happened?
I was looking at you, and I just see you looking at your phone, and I was thinking about Killer Cam, but that was just
Oh yeah.
Not Cam, Ryan, and Mace, but it's somebody else we don't even Killer Cam. But so in regards to the prison sequence and the breaking of the law, and in a lot of different cases, like high profile cases such as Queso and his father. This may be going on all around the world. 'Cause I've seen cases where people said that their parents told on them.
Yeah, I heard of it. Yeah, I heard of it. The mom told on the dad. I mean, the son or whatever. It's usually more so coming from mothers. Keep my son locked because they want to protect you.
Like the mother from Blow.
Like not even my man twin from South Philly, man, was twins, man. One of them dead. I think they all, if I'm not mistaken, they one dead or both of them dead. But everybody, if y'all know who I'm talking about, y'all this was a while ago. This was back when I was in the county, 2000, 2001, and the twins from South Philly, man. I can't really think if they was from Saigon or I don't know. But if y'all listening, and y'all probably know who I'm talking about. But one of them mother, because the brother just got killed. And the other brother was incarcerated with us. And she called up there and was like, man, don't let my son come home, man. Not because she didn't want to see him home, but she wanted to see him alive. And when they let him come home, he got his head knocked off. So it was like they be trying to, it is.
Do you agree with that though?
Do I agree with the mother? I can't.
Would you say that about your son and say no, keep him in there because I don't want him to die?
No, man, because I could send him out the state.
Okay.
I could send him out of Philadelphia.
But everybody don't have the resources. Like if they had the resources.
You asked me if I agree with it. No.
But when you answer a question though, you gotta.
But now that's another question. That's a whole other thing. You asked me, I wouldn't. And then and I might not got the resources, but I'm gonna go out there and try to scrape it up about my son to get him out of here. I don't know what the next person gonna do. I don't know if they got the resources or not. Even if I didn't have the resources, I'm not calling up there saying keep my son in jail.
Now your son, right? Say your son, because we seen
you?
Huh? What?
Calling up there saying keep your son in jail.
Nah.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't do it on no level. I just would, because jail is oppression. But we've seen cases and situations, even family members and close friends of ours, where we see this on the flip side, their kid catch a case and do something they're supposed to do, so you automatically try to hide them.
Yeah, that's first instinct.
Yeah,
this is your child. This is yours.
Yeah,
regardless of how much he get on your nerves, she get on your nerves, or whatever. At the end of the day, this is yours. This is your flesh and blood. You put this here, unless you a total just a creep ass pop and don't even care. You just one of them type of niggas. Because if you ain't, it's gonna hurt you to see them in this type of dilemma. And this is a bad dilemma to be in.
Right or wrong, weak or strong, it's your family riding with them.
Especially when that's immediate family. They ain't like brothers or a aunt, a cousin. This is your son or your daughter. It don't nothing get closer than that, man.
And also, Witchcall mentioned that I don't want to get too much away about the conversation, but he mentioned that him and his son wasn't seeing eye to eye on a lot of different occasions.
Yeah, you're giving too much away. I want the people to hear this, man.
Let me ask you a question though. You and your son not seeing eye to eye. Y'all got beef. He getting out here he not listening, not listening, doing things that you're telling him to refrain from, and ultimately he gets out here, get caught up, and now reality set in. He's on the run. You still got to go out there and make sure he cool, even though you might not agree with what he's doing.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you still got to go out there and make. And I would do the same thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the audience would do the same thing as well, because, like you said, that's your child.
That's your child.
And sometimes reality sets in, right, with your child when something so severe happens, like they get locked up, or they're on the run for murder, or something like that, or a robbery. They're on the run from a serious charge. The reality sets in for them that they can't be out here doing these things. So who else they gonna turn to besides their parents? So as their parent, you got to step up in the system and help them. Yeah. Is there anything that your child did that you wouldn't help him if he got on the run for a charge? Is there anything that you be like, nah, nothing. I can't? Nothing.
Nothing.
No scrape charge. No.
Nothing. That's still my child. That's
Okay.
my child. At the end of the day, I'll be mad at him like, damn, you's a fool. You know what I mean? And I might not help him out all the way, but he getting some help from me.
What you mean?
I might
What
tell
would be
him
your
like, yo,
limits?
listen, I don't know what my limits is, but if he didn't rape the woman and chopped her up and stuff like that, or rape the child, I'll be like, damn, bro, what you did that? I ain't never raised you on that. Like, what you done killed the baby. Yo, yeah, Dad, I need help. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. But that's how far I'm going. That's it. You need such and such him, man. I'm done. Same way if, well, I don't want to get into that topic. That's a whole nother topic, and I might ruffle feathers with that one, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, but there will be some type of assistance for your child no matter what he did.
Yes.
And I can kind of say I would probably do the same thing. Now, if he did something to somebody's families like that, like something to somebody's child, right? And the flip side, male law protects this, but these are just real life scenarios. Your child did something to somebody else's family. He was in the wrong, like maybe killed somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't supposed to kill, like you said, chop somebody up, rape somebody, and now the other family is now looking to retaliate against him or whoever it may be. They're looking to retaliate against him. Are you standing front line with that, knowing even if he's wrong?
What you mean standing front line?
Meaning like I'm gonna go to war for him, like even though he was wrong.
No, I'm not. Like my son go out there, he robbing and all that, and he done killed some dude. Like I'll be like, I'm not going out there for that. No, but I'm back in his play as far as if he needs something from me, yeah. But me to put myself on the if I ain't out there in the streets, then I ain't doing that. No.
Yeah, I agree. I would do the same thing. I'm like, I ain't out here in the streets, but I would speak to now. Ultimately, sometimes, you just automatically can be involved in beef or drama, just by association sometimes. So somebody might want to come get you, might want to, get their revenge against you. So kids and family members gotta be mindful that people might be out the way. They're not out here breaking law and trying to commit crimes, but you out here breaking law, committing crimes, and somebody may want to get at you with something that you did and get your family members who flying straight. You know what I mean?
Hey, 311-21K. You said, man, we got to hold our people accountable. F all that. You are absolutely right. That's why I can't wait till this man come up here and explain this to you. Explain his side of the story. Like, we know he did that. We could never take that from him, but he has something to say. And me, at the end of the day, I still don't agree with him because it's his son, but I understand him. Once he gave me that, I'm like, but I still don't agree with you, nigga. You still told on your son, nigga. Now, the question is there a limit to what your kids can do? That's the question. Or they could do anything and put you in anything and you still going. I don't know. That's up. The answer is up to the hearer. That's just it.
And with children, sometimes it's a thing that's going on now, and it may have been going. We was the same way. We were a little hard headed, but certain things we wouldn't do. We lived off certain principles. Not saying it was right, but certain principles. But a lot of times now, with kids and young adults nowadays, they don't want to listen to nobody.
No, they don't. These kids, but we keep, like I said, I don't like to concentrate on the kids. It's a lot of grown people.
All right, well, even grown people, they grown.
Nowadays, period, don't nobody listen to nothing. We just put it like that. Because we target on the kid, and it ain't just the kids.
No, I'm saying, we're talking about our children, but okay, we talk about all individuals. Like, we have people that call up here all the time while we're on the set, grown men that are in jail.
Yes.
Because they didn't want to listen. They didn't want to get it right.
Yes.
They wanted to try to do what they wanted to do. They wanted to
But I understand them to agree.
Certain,
like it's
okay.
Cool. It's easy to sit from a situation when you cool and tell the motherfucker, yeah, just be cool and watch the curve and be chill is gonna come. Like when you done walk through that fire, not to say that other people haven't, but it's hard to walk. Everybody can't walk through that fire to get to where they going without taking a shortcut out that motherfucker. It's hot. That shit burning, bro.
And I understand
and it's a
that.
hell of a struggle. So I don't like to be like, damn, man, he just can't get. All right, yeah, I be in my mind like, but damn, when I look back at my struggles and all that, and without the support that I got right now today, me, Brahim Jackson, bro, I'd be out there selling drugs and shit, bro. But I would, bro. You need help, bro. You need help, bro. You just not gonna come out here and get it right, especially if you're a product of the streets, man. You're not gonna turn it around. Just wake up. Oh yeah, that's 1 out of a million, bro.
That's 1 out of a million, man. So I don't like to hear that, man, at all.
Now you got a valid point, but what I'm saying to you, I'm not negating what you're saying. I agree that everybody needed help and assistance. But at what point did you stop helping?
Oh, then you answer another question.
That's what I'm saying.
When you see he ain't trying to change. When you see he ain't trying to change. When you see, like you, for example, with me, you see him trying to change. So now you not at what point do I got to, you got to see it.
Exactly.
You got to see it. Now, if you was seeing different out of me, now it's like, you can wash your hands whenever the fuck you ready. Once you see that, yeah, it just ain't. Well, 45. When am I going to change then? Are you going to see me changing at all? Yeah. You see me keep, what you going to wait 10 more years till you're 60?
But sometimes the loyalty runs deep.
Nah.
So people are loyal to people because like you my man, I'm rocking with you. But like I said, at some point you got to be like, I can't keep doing this with you, man. I can't keep throwing money into these lawyers. I can't keep paying this money for these bills. I can't keep doing this stuff.
Yes.
If you want to keep living your life, but at the end of the day, people end up doing it for so many years that, or so much time that people can get tired of doing it.
People do get tired.
Yes.
Ain't no people do get tired.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. We had a conversation this morning, right?
Yeah.
And it was real because because you're starting to understand and see where I'm at now mentally by being around me a lot, talking to me a lot, seeing what's going on outside of what we got going on here. You see the trials and tribulations of everything of being a business owner or running a business and live, all these different things that I'm praying, inshallah, that you will be able to experience what you are. I believe you are going to experience. You have some things going on right now for yourself outside of what we got here that Allah has blessed you with. And now all I'm trying to do is get you prepared for having, your own and being able to stand on your own too and be able to look and see and give people your story like, yo, it's possible. I did it.
See, but I it's possible through the first and foremost through the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as we Muslim. And then I got good comrades, good brothers. Everybody don't got that, bro.
No, but what I'm saying, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is it may not have hit you yet, but it's going to hit you at a time when you might be like, somebody might say, look, I need $10,000 for a lawyer.
Oh, you talking about with that?
Yeah. How many times you going to do that?
I would do it, but I wouldn't keep doing it, and I would do it so it's not going to be to anybody. You know what I mean? It's only select few that could say, man, give me 10, 15, give me $5,000 to a lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I know where I came from. I know how many times I needed you, I needed him, or I needed him. So I'm not going to toot my face up and frown my nose up at a situation, no. But can you keep doing it over and over? Fuck no. No. A super no. No, not the mentality and the oldness I'm at now. I got a family to take care of. I'm not keep taking $5,000 and $10,000 and keep sending you for commissary and lawyers when my kids got to go to school, my wife need things, my bills got to be paid. No, that's just as a grown man. No.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, how are you? This is the dilemma. You got to deal with people looking at you funny, like, man, like that.
I don't care about none of that.
Yeah, but see, now you on the side of the fence. Now you see, but sometimes people look at you like that, man. Like you can't.
But I'm gonna still make my just due to where as though I ain't got to feel no. Now I can see if I never helped out. That's the only way I'm gonna feel funny.
I done heard you say, man, don't leave me, man. There's certain situations that have been going on forever. And you're like, man, don't leave me, bro.
Yeah, because that's just me.
Exactly.
Because what I've been through.
Exactly. But now the flip side is gonna be on you. And now you're starting to understand now, hold up. Now
like I said, you got one or twice. You got about 2 times with me. 2 and done.
So 2 times is done.
And I get with you on a little block.
And I tell you, the
third time?
I'm like, no, just go ahead and do it, bro. You like, what you
No, I'm like, no, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Not this time. And stand on it firmly and be very pleased with the decision I made.
Yeah, then it's like, man,
I ain't
he ain't street no more. He made it out. He made it out. Now he ain't street. Now he don't care about
no. In Cabo with a badge on. That's what they gonna say. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's my money. I worked for it. I tightened up. I got on the straight road. I did what I had to do, and it's mine's. Ain't nobody. It's mine's. If I want to build a prison, I build one. If I want to get one knocked down, I get it knocked down. I don't care about what nobody think about me, but I'm gonna go ahead out there though for certain guys, my certain men. Yeah. But you can't keep. This is not a revolving door.
How much time I get to go to jail when you
might get to keep going forever. You might, all jokes aside, Yeah, I just wake up to hand back in and go get him, man, huh? You know what I mean? But what y'all need? Yeah. Unless I'm at the gate now. If I'm at the gate, I'm like, boy, what you want me to do? You need a dime. I got 6. Man, if you ain't looking to take this deuce, then I don't know what you want me to do. You know what I mean? Other than that, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, so, but, you know, a lot protect us from that, from going to prison. I mean, you always told me the story when you was locked in. You was like, man, like you got to keep pushing, bro. You was like, cause I hate to see you walking in here with a bedroll.
Oh my goodness gracious! I'll be sitting on the top tier. You know how you see the new arrivals come? They be in the bubble and all that, like especially in the county jails. And you'll see 4 or 5 people walk up, like all new inmates with their new little bread rolls and their little cup, but they waiting to see what units they got to go on. And I'll be looking out there off the unit and see you with a bedroll. Oh my eyes!
It's all over, young man. We in here together.
Yeah, we might as well just go ahead and
get this chi. Yeah, I'm cool, man. I'm cool.
Me too.
I'm good with all that. See, this is another thing too for those out there who breaking law. Not just these young boys, but these adults. You breaking law. You put pressure not only on yourself, but for your friends and your friends and your family who have to try to, come up with lawyer money, bail money, commissary money, all these different things, and this stuff costs. And people have lives out here that they're living, and you can't expect people to come to you every beck and call. But it's a lot of people in jail who are on their face,
on their knuckles,
and because they burnt all the bridges.
Yeah.
You heard it before. I mean, I done seen people burn bridges and they can't even swim.
Yeah, and can't even swim.
You know what I'm saying? So now you done broke all the so you done burnt all the bridges and broke all the rules to the game, and now you have nobody to help you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be very, very careful and very, very mindful of what you're doing out here in this world, man. Because people, can have a limit to what they're gonna do. It's like, I can't do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
And these people might still love you.
And it could be brothers, women, mothers, fathers, comrades, whoever it is. It comes to that point. Remember how I told you a convict get tired? He wakes up one day and say, "Yeah, I'm tired of that jail life. I gotta change it up." Oh, same way for the person that's looking out for the person in the jail. They gonna wake up one day and that phone be there, $86, and you talking about 40 ball Jamal. I'ma get with you.
Yep. So we have to be very, very mindful, understand that, because this real life goes on. You might be in there, but life is out here is still going. People still got to pay rent at the beginning of the month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? People still got to provide and put food on the table for their families. I done been in situations where as though I was in the contemplating, whether doing certain things for my family because I had to, make sure some people had lawyer money and things of that nature, or, I couldn't take a trip because I had to, come up with lawyer money and things of that nature for people, and I wanted to do certain things, but it's just like, all right, I got to try to save the guys. But these sacrifices sometimes become forgotten too. A lot of people forget, I mean, alhamdulillah, you didn't forget, but people forget about all the times that you may have had to sacrifice certain things out here on the streets while they're in jail. That lawyer might have needed 30. That lawyer might have needed 20. That lawyer might have needed 10, or whatever the case may be. And people take stuff for granted sometimes and forget that, and sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do to get that money. Not saying nothing crazy like some homosexual stuff, but you got to get out here sometimes. And people have broken law to get that lawyer, put their freedom on the line to pay that lawyer, to pay that bill.
Yeah.
So, and it's just crazy. But I'm glad we living on a whole different plateau now, trying to do the right thing, for sure. Now, everybody that's actually tuning in, let us know what y'all think. If y'all watch the clips, man, the crazy clips, man, send us some comments, man, and salute to you too, man. Cowley 8406, so that's just the gist of everything, man. Now with you, another thing too. Like you said, you see people in jail who are on their face. Mm-hmm. And people are fighting what kind of cases? Robbery cases, murder cases.
It ranges from
with a PD.
It ranges from retail theft to homicide.
And how crazy is that to fight a homicide with a public defender?
Bad.
Because you ain't got nobody there to help you. And the public defender does what? Work with who? The DA. So they working to get you that life sentence, to get you up out of their face. Because clearly, if nobody on the outside wants to help you, what are they going to help you do? They're not. Yeah. Nobody on the outside is helping you. You come into this, and you probably look bad. You have no commissary. You can't get nothing done, and then it's just like you sitting there next to a public defender fighting a murder case
Mm-hmm.
with a witness saying that's him. You know what I mean? So and they not gonna fight for you. And so, yo, shout out to Connecticut, man. Wax 86. Shout out to everybody, man. Dutch man, Southwest Philly, everybody, man. The whole gang, everybody tuned in. Alias Distro. You know, shout out to you, bro. I mean, but you know, at some point, I want to say this, man. Everybody been in the streets at some point, man, to some type of level, some type of, you know, aspect at some point, especially coming from where we come from. You know what I mean? You say, you know, you came from the dirt. You know, we all come from the dirt, man. You know, and the streets of Philly, as we know, are very, very, you know, ruthless. And you'll get swallowed up out there and on duty. You'll get swallowed up, and you know, you'll look up and you didn't lost everything. You didn't lost friends, family. You didn't lost. You know, sometimes you wake up and they didn't lost their lives. Wake up in that grave, but you know, we got to keep pushing and understand that, you know, it's wins and losses. Now, Young, you know, we as we come to you know, these discussions about the outcomes of prison and breaking law and everybody around you, you know, turning their back on you. You know, what is some of the conversations that people had when that you have somebody that's in jail who didn't have nobody out there to even help them? What are you saying to them in there?
Like, I'm not saying nothing to them. I'm not saying nothing like, because what can you say? When you in there with somebody like that don't have nothing, the best thing you could do is help out with what you got, especially if you deal with him. There's nothing you can say that's going to make that right. So you leave that alone. What you can do is, if I got a little extras and all that, and he's a man, because there's a lot of men in there. When I say man, meaning stood on their own, they ain't in there fucking no boy. They in there carrying it like a man. And when they in there carrying it like a man, you treat a man as a man. And that don't mean just because you ain't got no money, you ain't no man now. No, that happens to the best of them. There's mob bosses in there destitute right now. And for y'all don't know what destitute mean, that means penniless. They don't have no money. But that don't make you a man because you got money or not money in jail. No. So if I'm going to help them out, I'm going to help them out through whatever I got. Man, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? If I got a hustle going on, come on. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this. I know how to do the clothes, or I'm at rec. I know how to let people. I'm a picture man. You get the first pictures and all that. They charging $2.50 at the store. I'm charging $1 for the pictures. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, you don't be in there like, yeah, man, like a conversation like, yo, man, your mom ain't around or your folk. No, that don't go like that.
Is it some good guys that you may have met, not knowing how they are on the street, but in there you met them in there and they ain't have nobody on the outside to help them out, but in there like, yo, it's a good guy.
Yeah. I done met so many brothers like that, man. So many brothers, man.
And their mentality is like, you know, they like that. They good dudes.
Yeah.
But you never know how people is, because, you know, it's some good guys that I've talked to and met, and they've been in prison, right? While they're in prison, they're away from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but they come home, and next thing you know, you see them out here in Kensington.
Well, yeah, whatever. You know, that's
what I'm saying. Like they in there trying to, you know, in jail is actually protecting them.
Mm-hmm.
And now they come home and then they down Kensington. Not saying that they are bad people, but they have an addiction. And addiction doesn't always mean that you have addiction to drugs. Sometimes people got addiction to money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever, you know, gambling, whatever it may be. People have different addictions, but you've seen people in jail who come home. I mean, in jail who've been, you know, the best of people in jail, but then come home and just can't.
They fell
function.
victim to his vices. That's all it was.
And but what I'm saying is, these are good people.
Yeah.
A lot of times, but they just have a crazy vice, and we all got different vices. But sometimes just some vices are stronger or more deadly than others. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And these people come home, they ain't had nothing in there, and they damn sure ain't got nobody out here when they come home, because people are always already expecting them to go back to doing what they've been doing before they went in there.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna be down here again. He gonna be getting high again. He gonna be blocked up again. People already just counting you out because of your rap sheet. Like,
mm-hmm.
you're gonna be right back in there again. People are just saying that about you, and then you don't have nobody, so ain't nothing. You gonna resort back to what? Stealing, doing what you gotta do to survive.
Yeah.
You know, so like you said. Are they wrong? Yes, they are wrong for what they're doing, but
do you understand? Yes.
Yeah, I understand how one can be weak and fall
yes.
And fall victim to their vices.
That type of predicament.
Yeah, you can see it.
The majorest thing that a person need coming from incarceration is support, man. And I ain't talking about support you dumping thousands of dollars into their pockets. No, that voice, that constant voice, and the more the better, because now you're getting it from up, bottom, side, other side. Like now if you do wrong after that, it's because you's a goddamn fool.
Mm.
And you got the support that that's willing to help out and point you in the right directions and help you walk into these rooms that you're trying to get into. There's no excuse after that.
Let me ask you a question. Right now, going back, let's say a year ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
A year ago from now, do you feel or see opportunity in front of you like now? Like you're talking about you, right? Your position that you in, do you see it right now? Like, hold up.
Going back to a year ago,
up to now?
Absolutely yes. A capital yes.
Do you feel good that you was being patient, even though all the struggles you went through?
Yeah, because then when you look at it in hindsight, yeah, but though I want to say if I had to do, they tell me right
Rewind?
now to do another year, no. No, I wouldn't be comfortable with doing that again. But now to look at it and see where I'm going, like, all right, cool. At least I'm past that part. I'm closer to there than I am to there. But to go back and walk that same journey again, everybody, I'm not going to definitely be able to do it twice. I did this one time, and that's all you get. That's all you get. I'm ready to die. I'm old. I'm 45. How many more years I got left? A good 25, 30, if that? No.
But you see what I be saying about that. You walk the path. Maybe still some hardship to come. We're not saying it's easy.
It's gonna still definitely be hardship. It's gonna be hardship every time you wake up.
But now that you've been through, because you probably been through a lot of the hard times. Now I know we don't know, but you've been through some hard times, right?
Yes.
But now little things come at you, they just bounce off you like you just take them on the chin.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. The little stuff that come down, because what I walk through, I done walk through puddles of mud. Now when I come to this little goddamn little, I done walk through rivers of mud. Now when I come through this puddle, I could trot right across that. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
My boots still soaked from being in them potholes. So I ain't tripping about running through this puddle.
Feet still stinking and all
that. Mm-hmm. I'm through it.
Socks still wet.
I'm through it. Feet wrinkled all up crazy. Yeah, I'm through it.
Feet turn white at the bottom because
all
you didn't walk through the mud and the moisture. Just trying to get to a certain point.
Yeah.
But what I want to say is it don't stop.
No, it don't never stop.
You got to keep pushing, because at the end of the day, not only are you pushing for yourself, you're pushing for your family, you're pushing for everybody around you now, and you're pushing for the viewers, because people may look at you or me or anybody else, not saying that we are people's favorites, but people may look at you and me or anybody else and say, they motivate me, because now you have a voice. And with that voice, you got to keep pushing, because now you're motivating people around you.
Oh, let me. I want to get to a question that Rayful, it's not even a question. He said,
let me find out my boy Black trying to understand and glorify a rat.
Yeah, first and foremost, I could never understand and glorify a rat from what I've been through. You read it. But he has a story to tell. And I'm letting him tell the story where y'all can make a decision. I already made a decision.
What's your decision?
He read it.
Okay.
There's nothing you can say about it. And then not only did you rat on your son. You rat on your son, regardless if you didn't know or if you did know, you still went there and was like, it was him, Queso, my son. He was out of pocket. So yeah, I don't stand for that, but we put this out here for you because we'll be faking if we keep bringing all the men up here that never told and this and that. No, that's not what jail is full of. Jail is full of the most despicablest people in the world. I hope y'all understand that. It ain't just dudes that's just in there that didn't tell, and if it's like that, you won't have nobody getting locked up. You got your rats in there, you got your homosexuals in there, you got your child molesters, all that. Yeah, this tells from the jails, so we're going to talk about it. So hopefully that quenched your thirst, Mr. Rayful
AI.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man.
Big shout out to you
for that question, man. Now, as you look at situations like you just mentioned, like sometimes people may not understand or may have a point of view based on what you may say and things of that nature, what you may say. Like Rayful just said. He said, you're not glorifying a rat. No, we're not glorifying a rat. If somebody ratted, they ratted. They told. A snitch is a snitch, no matter how you want to put it. But what we are glorifying is positivity and keep pushing, because that's what's going to, show and shine through at the end of the day. What you do, with yourself is how you present yourself, how you go after your goals and go trying to accomplish them. That's what matters. How you take care of your family, how you take care of your children, how these things is what really, really matter. You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep pushing in that direction and don't put yourself in a position where you feel like you want to tell. Because sometimes people don't always want to tell, but they just get into these prisons and they're like, man, it's an easy way out. Not saying it's right, but this is what happens. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that went to jail or did things in the street, 9 times out of 10, they was living a life or portraying something to be a drug dealer, a gangster, a killer, whatever it may be, and they always said, man, I ain't never going to tell. But they may have got caught up in a situation that they couldn't get out of, and the only way they can get out of it was by telling, which is totally wrong. It's not right at all, but this is the situation that they put themselves in by not, really being who they are, trying to be somebody that they're not. Because everybody's not gangsters just because they walk around with a gun and can shoot somebody. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Salahuddin, man. Thank you, man. We appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, shout out to you, Salahuddin. Yeah, man. But for you, Young, in these conversations that we have over and over and over again about defining what a rat is. A rat is somebody who told on somebody. It doesn't matter if they were involved or not, right? So that's a rat. You can't if you're not involved, and like for example, like Queso's father, he wasn't so to speak, he wasn't involved in a situation, but he told him his son because he got involved, in a way that he was just coming to do something, a phone call from his son. He wasn't trying to be a part of the situation, but he got caught up in a situation and he ended up telling, but that probably wasn't his initial, plan to tell.
Who?
Queso's father.
Man, you never know. We can then you're going too far. You can never go into the mind.
No, I'm saying based off what y'all had a conversation and y'all be able to judge for yourself. I don't want to give away too much, but it's really intricate into what he was saying. A lot of things that we didn't even know that were a part of the actual case that we didn't even know. Not justifying him telling. He told, which I don't agree with, and neither does Brahim, but he did bring some. I don't want to say, but I would say he did bring some things into play that we didn't know. Am I being honest about that?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
So,
and again, I still don't. All my partners still don't agree. You told on your son, but I understand.
mm-hmm.
All right, but you still a rat.
And listen, man. Like I keep hearing about Tech Say Go. Shout out to Tech Say Go. We don't got a problem getting them up here, man. Set it up, man. Have him reach out to us, man, and I'll try to reach out to him. I'll try to remember, because I get this a lot, man. And shout out to Tech Say Go. We definitely are willing to speak to anybody who has a story, no matter who it may be. We didn't have some, as y'all can see, we didn't have some of the people who you may have thought had a huge following or huge networking ability, and they don't always pan out to be they have a good story all the time. Sometimes people who are just laymen and maybe just be, somebody who just works a job, they may have a crazy better story and maybe more, enlightened to the viewership.
He didn't say lames. He said laymen.
Layman, yeah, layman, yes.
Meaning the regular degular.
Yes, a layman, yes. So it doesn't matter. We want to interview any and everybody who has a story, because you never know whose story can be intriguing to someone who can, spread a positive message, and also have people will give the actual the visual aspect without you actually going to prison. They can speak to you verbally and paint a picture that's so vivid that it may deter you from wanting to go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the ultimate goal for any and everybody that comes on this podcast.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
And we ain't got no picks. And anybody who got a story, who got something they want to come up here in front of these cameras and these mics and tell their story. Listen, man, the couch is sitting right here for you. Banky Pound, once against another one. All these guys, man. We, y'all hit them up and tell them to get at us. If y'all got contacts with these people, tell them to get at us. We not, avoiding any and nobody. We want to be able to share our platform with anybody who has the ability to tell a story, no matter who you are. Young, old, short, tall, whatever. You know what I mean? So for you, Young, in looking at, and another thing, I want to speak something about you, because, me and you, right, we set out agendas and goals, and along with people that's in here working with us behind the scenes, right?
Mhm.
Shout out to Tawfiq and Kasim, and me and you and everybody else that's kind of pushing the envelope to be successful to build Tales from the Jails.
Right.
We come to a point now, right, and where you have a little bit of success. I don't want to say a lot, a little bit of success. What do you think is going to keep you focused and keep you grounded, along with continue to pursue what you're trying to obtain from whatever it may be, your businesses that you got coming along, your podcast, whatever it may be.
Just the only thing that'll keep me going is seeing results. When you doing something, when you working at something for years and years and years and you see no results, you lose interest.
Yeah.
That's just in life, period. In seeing results, even if it's failures there, but you see the results. Because you're going to take some stumbles on the way up that hill.
Yeah.
But you see that you keep getting up further and further and further, even though you may have slipped and fell once, but got up and still went 10 more feet. Long as I ain't standing still or I'm sliding back down the hill.
Yeah.
That's it. It ain't hard, man. It ain't hard at all.
And that's why you think, what do you think is the easiest reason for somebody to feel like they need to go in a different direction sometimes?
What I just said. When it's not working. When you're not seeing no results.
Like what? Would it be money? Would it be
when you're not
everything?
seeing results, you're not getting no money. Your situation ain't changing. You ain't bettering yourself. All that is deterrent to send you on another path. That's it. That's it. You want to see results in your work. That's just the human nature. You working out for 6 months and you still see this big ass belly on you. You going back to burgers and chicken wings every day. It's just life. You running, you ain't losing no weight.
Yeah.
You working 9 to 5, ain't nothing. You can't even pay them bills. Oh, I got to do something else. That's just it. And shout out to Cash Man, man. I appreciate that, man. Cash May, I appreciate that, the support, man.
Yeah. Do you believe in rehabilitation?
Yes. Yes, I'm a perfect example of it. A perfect example of it. But it's further, with the rehabilitation, you got to want it. If the person who is it on don't want it, you're not going to have it. I don't care how much support you got, how many people you got in your corner, how many people put money in your pocket every day. If you, the individual, do not want it, you will never get it. And that's just it. And I don't care who on your side. God could be right there in front of you. Listen, don't do this. And you like, well, shit, you're not going to get it.
You're right. Let me ask you a question. Out of 10 people that you met, how many of those people that you met that didn't belong in jail, like that was there and didn't belong to be there?
Well, but shit, I like to say everybody don't belong there, man.
I'm saying, like, did they break a law? They didn't break a law.
No, ain't nobody in there for not breaking law, Feek.
No, I'm asking the question because sometimes people can be arrested.
No,
and they don't deserve to be there. You might, he really.
How? If you kill somebody,
really, I'm saying he could be falsely accused. I'm saying, have you ever met anyone?
I haven't met nobody innocent yet. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I haven't met nobody to say, man, I ain't had nothing of them, but there's no. Not all the time. I haven't met an innocent victim.
Yo, Miz said he was innocent.
I'm telling you, Miz say what I haven't.
No, I'm saying, but Miz said he was innocent. He told the story. He said he didn't.
Miz wasn't no goddamn innocent. Miz a goddamn a goddamn convict. He an outlaw. He did. Even when you innocent in certain cases, there's some stuff that you gotta wait for. There's some stuff that you gotta wait for. Just got caught up on some nuts time. So yeah.
Shout out to Kylie P 8406. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. So Miz said he still in his car. They just put, because there is some people that this happened to, but I haven't met anyone.
Somebody say, what's this Dutch Master SWP say the real question is what y'all gonna be like if y'all get like Gilly and Wallow. I don't really understand it, but if you asking if we're going to change, no. We're still coming to you at a alarming rate. Shout out to Gilly and Wallow doing their thing. I don't know if they what you're trying to get at, but they're doing their thing to me. They're grinding, doing what they got to do for their families or whatever. But you might see something else, but I don't know what it is, but you're going to keep getting this content at an alarming rate, and that's just it.
Yeah. Shout out to Gilly and Wallow. Shout out to what they're doing.
Kimberly Ortiz, shout out. Thank you for the support. We appreciate that very much.
Shout out to Kimberly. Coatesville, PA. Oh man, shout out to Coatesville.
There's a couple people over in the chat today that's from Coatesville.
Mm-hmm. Coatesville. This was out there. I was just in Coatesville. That Wawa out there. What was that Wawa on? This is right there, up there, Coatesville, man. Shout out to Coatesville. But for me, I just want us. This is my message to you, or something I want to say to you is, I want us to continue to push and remind each other each and every day that it's actually bigger than us. Because at the end of the day, these people that's in this chat right now, the people that are conversating with us, people that are involved in what we got going on. Because y'all more involved with us than y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that's out there that's chiming in, and we do it not only for ourselves but for y'all too, because I know sometimes we need this. This is therapeutic for us. So to hear these comments and y'all saying these things and asking us questions and giving us recommendations, we're going to always listen to y'all, because at the end of the day, y'all are a part of the actual process. You know what I'm saying? To what we're trying to get to. So if you see me out or you see him out and you got a question, you want to walk up to me and say, "What's up, man?" Listen, feel free. I'm approachable. And no matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, man.
Me also.
Shout out to Newark, New Jersey. We just had some young ladies up here from New Jersey that came through.
Trenton. Stand up, Trenton.
Shout out to Mudders. The whole West Philly.
Mother was from North.
Well, she from West Philly.
Oh,
she was down there in the hood. You know what I mean? Shout out to Mother. And shout out to everybody who's been on the podcast. Shout out to Al Bial. Shout out to him. Any and everybody, man. I just want to get a shout out to he from Jersey. But young man, I want to say, I know, and I say this over and over again. I know me and you, we argue here and there, about stuff, but it's good arguments. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's good because I'm just trying to get you to understand the process that I went through, that you're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? And that that you have the potential to be, as huge as you want to be, as far as your message that you're looking to put out there for people. It can you have the ability to, sky's the limit. It's just a matter of you just keeping pushing. And I know we say we argue here and there, whatever case may be, but it's all good, because I sometimes need to be checked too.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, and it's another thing.
Nobody's exempt.
Yeah, don't think that you too big to be checked, or that you got, no matter what you got going on. Like, don't think that you can't have somebody check you too. You know what I mean? That's because now you're moving into a dangerous territory. You don't got nobody around you that's gonna check you and tell you that you're wrong. That's dangerous territory, to be left alone to yourself to make decisions and do all this stuff without anybody there to kind of bounce ideas off of, or somebody tell you that you're out of pocket. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Everybody got a story. Y'all got to hit us up on IG, man, and reach out to us. You got stories, because at the end of the day, like I said, nobody's gonna be rejected from coming up on this platform, no matter how huge of this show continues to grow. It's always going to be an opportunity for everybody to get up on this platform. Like right now, we doing live. Somebody could be sitting right here right now telling their story on this live. You know what I'm saying? And y'all saw we have done it. Everybody that came on this podcast wasn't always the big time name. It's people that come up here that just regular individuals who have a story of being in prison. And like I said, sometimes those stories are the best stories.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always have to be somebody with a name, somebody who can bring notoriety to the podcast. No, the real stories are always going to stand out. Now, if you're up here faking, and people in your hood know that you faking, and
you won't get called out there.
They're going to reach out to us and say, "Yo, he was faking, he was lying," so forth and so on. And
that's on you. And
like I said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. People can recognize real and fake. It's just crazy. I mean, we've experienced it. We've seen it sometimes. People recognize real and fake. So it ain't got to be up here on this podcast or this platform. But if you got a story and you want to tell your story, if it's real, you want to see people are going to gravitate towards it, because it's real and people can feel it and understand, and especially what you're talking about, people gonna be able to say like he's telling the truth.
Again, man, thank y'all for the support, man. Without y'all, man, we couldn't be where we at right now, man. And that's why we come with all the truths, man. We got over 215 people in a group chat right now, man, that's watching this, man. And I can remember back 9 months ago when we first started this, man, first did a live, and we was explaining to you about this array of jailhouse stuff that goes on every day, Monday through Sunday, no days off, man. And it was 2-3 people in the group chat until it starts spreading. It starts spreading. Y'all start paying attention. Y'all start feeling the real. Y'all start hearing the real. And again, man, I can't appreciate y'all enough, man. Look, I go to work. I drive an hour every day out. I'll be racing back. I'm talking about I'm ready to be on Tales from the Jails next, ready to goddamn break a law to get up here, man, with my brother.
Somebody said, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to cut you. Go ahead. See what you're saying?
Yeah, so thank you again.
Somebody said we interview Mir Pablo.
Yeah, you fucking right. That's my nephew. That's my nephew. My nephew went up there and did some things that wasn't cool, man, at all, man. I interview them all. If he want to come up and be a man and put it out there what he did, you goddamn right. But you going to be a man up here today and you going to let the people know why you did it. Whatever you did, and that's just it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mir Pablo is from our, actually, like I said, it's our nephew. His father is our brother. Like I'm talking about really, really our brother. So we understand the situation and we know what's going on. And he's way out of line. He is way out of line for what he's doing. So, and his father is a man. His father is a man. His father knows what knows.
Yeah, grinds his ass up every day.
Yeah, because he understands his father's a man. His father ain't standing for that. So we don't stand for that either. But this is just the climate of where we at right now. And he's not the first one to do it. But we just going to say that what he's doing is incorrect. And you'll see what happened, the outcome of that, and how how far they things fall in regards to that. Because at the end of the day, everybody has a right to speak and say what they got to say.
Mm-hmm.
People ask us, will we interview Tekashi 6ix9ine?
You goddamn right. I'm going to get his ass up here and grind his ass up. And I'm going to make him talk like a man. See, it's not about what you do, it's how you say it. I'm not up here looking, like I said, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I ain't, I know I told you I want to knock Queso dad out. And yeah. In the penitentiary, I'd have broke him up. But we out here, we law-abiding citizens. That man told on his son he got to deal with that for the rest of his life. But I will have him on our platform to explain why he did what he did. But you can't get up here acting like you tough and all that and you on cold-blooded rat time and fuck us. Nah, that ain't happening like that. And you can bet your bottom dollar on that. But if you want to come up here and tell the people why you did what you did, I'm quite sure you want to know, because I do. So we going to put his ass up here.
Yeah, shout out to Nice Andrews, the drill rapper K Flock. Yeah, that's the boy. I believe is that K Flock, the one who shot that off duty police officer. I believe.
I don't know.
I think in New York. I think that's who it is. My mistake. I saw that story. We didn't get an opportunity to really speak on that, but he got 30 years. But a lot of times, man, people get into these atmospheres like the clubs or wherever they at, and people have these guns on them. A lot of, not just young, I don't want to say young bulls, but a lot of people had these weapons on them. And we all been there in these atmospheres when we have weapons on us, and the weapon mixed with the cummer or whatever else you got going on, the liquor you got, or the drugs that's going on, and you got a gun on you. It incites you. It makes you. It increases your bravado. You know what I mean? You got a new gun. It might be something new, crazy you just got. It may got all the fixtures on it. It's dressed up, got the button on it, whatever it may have. So now you mix that with the liquor and the drugs and all these different things. You're automatically looking for somebody to get out of line, so you can exercise that weapon. But ultimately what happens is, now you exercise that weapon, you go to jail. The liquor wears off, the drugs wear off, everything wears off, but then reality sets in when you're in front of that judge, and that judge is saying, we're looking to give you a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? That's when sometimes the kick is sets in for people, because now you're no longer on the streets anymore. Now you're facing something without no intoxicants. You know what I'm saying? and it's a real thing, and people are losing their lives, you know, to these prison systems, you know. And then a lot of times now, it's like now they're offering so many deals. I don't remember this many deals for murders. Like, do you remember like people getting that?
No, they was giving you straight life.
That's what I'm saying. It's so many.
It's just happening rampant.
30
Now, they
years.
give you 30 years.
30 years.
You killed, but back in the day, back when I was coming through the system, it was life. You get booked on second-degree murder and all that is a life.
It's like a life or death row, one or the other.
Yeah.
Take this deal. Deal is life. No deal, death row. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now they giving out 30s and 20s and 25s and 40s and for murders. I didn't see somebody who had multiple murder cases get 60 or 30 to 60 for 4 homicides. It's still life. His life is over, but you coming home, you know, you had 20 years. I think like in his 20s. He got that sentence. By the time he get out, 70 years old, 80 years old. Life is over.
Yeah,
that's life. You ain't committing no more crime.
No.
And then when you do come home, your parents may not be alive no more.
Yeah.
Your family may not be here. Your siblings old. Everybody's old, and you may have been forgotten about. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
let's continue to push the narrative, the stay safe narrative, the stay free narrative, because ultimately, freedom is priceless. You can't put a price on it.
Whew. Tell me about it. Don't I know? Don't I know? It's super priceless.
So what's up, y'all? Let's get some questions going on, man. Because the weekends be long, but like I said, now don't forget the crazy clips gonna be on Saturdays and Sundays every week from here on out.
Man, we got a content coming to y'all at an alarming rate.
Yeah. Yeah.
We still looking how to set this venue, man. Tell them about that, Fee.
Yeah, it's coming soon, man. We're gonna have that date, man. We're gonna have a date, man.
A live sitting, man.
Yeah.
A live sitting, and we're gonna have a good guest up there.
Mike can do a live. What do you think about the live with Mike and Queso dad to come there and do the live?
Oh no, they might kill Queso dad up there. We can't pick Queso. We gotta protect the public because they might get the stomping.
James the Flames isn't gonna be in there. You trying to go back to jail? James the Flames and the guys.
We gotta let the people walk with. We can't get him up there. Not in the
live. Yup and them gonna be in there.
There's gonna be too many people that want to knock him out.
Justin Porter, the gang.
I only imagine them now. I'm talking about some
John Michael.
It's Brahim and Tawfiq that they plant this to get it. Nah. That's a little bit too much right there.
I mean, Slim 789, everybody gonna be in there trying to be on his line, trying to get him up out of here. So yeah, we can't have it. He gonna need the president's security to be there for him. You know what I mean? What's up, y'all? I ain't see my guy today, Armand Ray. I ain't even see him in here, man. Where he at?
He probably asleep.
Yeah, man. What's up? Y'all got any questions for us today, man? Let's get to the questions, man. Y'all may have for us. Let's see what y'all got going on. How y'all feel about the Eagles resting the starters, man? Let's talk about that. How you feel about that, y'all?
It's both ways. It is what it is.
You was cool with that?
Yeah, I was cool with it. You know what I mean? But he still should have went ahead and he seen that he had a chance to get that number 2 seed. Go ahead and do it. I'd have started telling niggas, man, warm up your ankles. Get your ass in there. What?
Yeah. What y'all got for us?
What's the question, Mr. Justin Porter? Wildest prison fight you ever seen, Black? I can't give you one because I got so many. Man, I done seen niggas, man. I got so many joints, man. So many. But I seen a lot of crazy shit, man. A lot of I'm talking about when niggas you thought wasn't even gonna live, but they pulled through. But it's so many. It's all just mumble jumble. I can't just, because I'm be lying. And then as soon as I get off air, I'm like, damn, I forgot about that fight. Yeah, but I seen a lot of wild stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fights are real active in there. Like they happen just out of the blue. You might be sitting there talking, and you see somebody swinging throwing punches or swinging a knife. That's just how it go, in prison, man. It's just all men time. You know what I mean? And then it's like, some people could become food in there. Like y'all saw some of the stuff on the crazy clips. Crazy clips show a lot of that stuff. And tune in to episode 2 and 3 this weekend, man. We might be able to do that every day of the week. I don't know yet, but we might be able to set that up, man. But as of right now, that's where it's at on Saturdays and Sundays. We got a crazy episode. We got an episode this week. Reek Raw is gonna be on Tales from the Jails at 6 p.m. Thursday. Reek Raw.
South Philly, stand up.
South Philly, a crazy interview. Reek, y'all know who Reek Raw is, man. He be online doing this thing, man. He came through with his brother, and they chilled with us and man, gave some crazy content. Shout out to Reek Raw, Philly Zone. Reek Raw will be on Tales from the Jails Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss it. What was y'all thoughts on Fat Boy interview? What y'all thought about that?
Somebody say when the AR Ab episode dropping.
AR Ab episode dropping real soon, man. I got AR Ab, that's my guy, man. So we got a lot of, I got a conversation with AR Ab that's dropping. I believe we probably gonna drop it out here in the coming weeks. AR Ab spoke about a lot of different things. He got a book coming out, and he spoke about the city. So it's coming real soon. And then the interview is dropping with his brother Amir coming real soon as well. I think that's probably gonna be in the coming weeks as well. But stay tuned, man. We got lawyers coming. We got David Meshach. Y'all know who that is. We got some stuff coming, man, coming at y'all. So we just want to keep pushing the envelope, keep being positive, keep putting the word out there, keep bringing different personalities, different stories. A lot of different things up here for y'all to, view and see, and give y'all, the opportunity to give us your opinion. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we can't do it without y'all. So whatever y'all opinions is, we need to hear that. We need to say, yo, I wasn't this joint kid did this better. Can y'all fix this? Y'all fix that? Because it's ultimately gonna help us get better. Because we understand that the criticism that comes from y'all that's in this chat and watching these videos is all love. Ain't no hate. I don't feel no hate from nobody in this chat. I feel all love. When I look here and see a lot of these faces and people that have been reaching out to us for months on end, weeks on end, days on end, even the new people. I feel that this is something that's, it's like love. I feel the love when we converse and we talk. So I appreciate y'all for sure. It's a jail nurse. Yeah, Ab got a book called, what is it called? United States.
I forgot what the name is. United States or something.
United States of Philadelphia. What is it called? Huh? It's called United States of Philadelphia. United States of Philadelphia. That drops February, I think the 3rd it comes out. February 3rd. It's gonna be out. But so listen, y'all, man, we know we need to get that, yeah, for sure. That jail nurse, we working on a array of content coming real soon. Array of content coming out. So we got it going. I got my baby in here, my baby Fayruz. She's here today, chilling with her dad. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Jackson?
Stay free, man. Stay free, man. And think. I beg y'all to think. Think. Just 1 second, 10 seconds. And you'll see a world difference. That's it, man. Stay free. Let's go, Birds.
I don't know how I feel about that. We got the 49ers. It might be tough. You said we going to win this weekend or not?
Yeah, we should.
We'll see. All right, listen, y'all. Thank everybody for tuning in to Tales from the Jails, live from Empowerment USA, TNS Media Group, the team and the family. I want to thank y'all for supporting us, for being there for us, for motivating us, for everything that y'all do for us. We couldn't do it without y'all. If you're not a member, become a member today. We appreciate your support.